Hi guys, this is Nicola. For me, it was really hard to understand how gay mind worked, and I was thinking, no, I'm not a gay because I can't be with another guy who even slightly is feminine, and I can't be with a guy who can like me for being a guy. For me, like, I couldn't understand this. Like, I was getting really bored of the thinking that the guy who are interested in me, the gay guys who are interested in me, they were interested in me because I was looking like a boy. But that's not what I used to think about myself as. So I was feeling like, no, this can't be true. There must be something else. And I could never figure out. So I stopped dating at that age. And my friend used to call me non-living because I was not actually dating anyone. Because what I was looking for like mental stimulation, mental connection with someone rather than the physical connection. There's a difference between gay and me, but I could never understand. I used to define it as if like I have a different type of soul, the feminine soul inside me, the feminine soul trapped inside me. And when I used to look at the cross-dressers or the trans women of that time, I used to think, wow, they're brave to be who they are from outside, how they feel from inside. And I wasn't that brave at that time, so I thought, no, I can't be gay, because I don't want to be in someone else's fantasy as a guy. Even that person is a guy or something. I was never interested in women, but even for a guy, I couldn't take it when a guy think of me as a guy. So that was really different. Like when I passed my teenage years and I grew into like mid-20s, kind of mid-20s, I was getting more and more dysphoric about my looks because I started looking more and more masculine, and I was getting beard and the body hairs and stuff, and that was making me feel more and more dysphoric about myself. And I was like, I don't want to grow into becoming an uncle in old age. I want to be an auntie rather. I rather want to be an auntie than uncle. And because those changes, the manly changes that I was getting with the age, they were very alien changes to me. They were not natural to me. I was still adjusting with myself as a teenager, thinking that yeah, I'm a feminine guy. That's fine. I'm born this way. I'm done crying in childhood. That why God, why did you not make me a woman and stuff? Yes, I've done crying all that, and finally accepting myself the way I was, which is a feminine guy. But then I was also losing those feminine changes, so there was nothing left in me that I could relate to, physically I'm talking about. And I felt like I was living trapped in a prison, like how people live in North Korea, for example. They live under dictatorship when they can't even cut their hair the way they want, they can't even live the way they want, and they always have to be dictated how they want to live their lives and stuff. And that's what I was thinking about myself, that I was living in mental prison, and the prison of other people's perception of myself, and rather than being who I want to be and how I want to live my life. And I never knew if it is a possibility for me to live the way I want to live. I was questioning all that, and I was searching for answers online. Google was my best friend at that time. I was looking for answers, and then I eventually started figuring out that there are people who transition and stuff. And I was still skeptic about transition. I was like, oh, it's a major step to transition, because you're changing the God's creation. There can be side effects. How can you even go out in public? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Like, that people know you're trans, how embarrassing it can be. I always used to think that way. And that's why I have this trans feelings inside me, but I was so scared to bring it out as exterior because I was so afraid of people's perception of me to maintain my image as a masculine man. And I was trying to be more and more masculine in terms of behaving, but the more masculine I was becoming in terms of physicality and like my gestures and everything, the more depressed I was becoming from inside, because I was losing my own self within that process to try to live in this world like a normal person. And that was really difficult. Throughout my life, I have always tried to hide myself, like try to suppress my voice, try to make my voice more masculine as a child when I had a high-pitched voice as a child. But I used to try to mask it so that people wouldn't figure out that, oh, there's something feminine about me and stuff. I started behaving macho and stuff. I give my best. I started joining gym. I started like shaving my head. I shaved my head at the age of 23, so that I could look more macho and stuff. I was not happy. I was absolutely devastated. And at the age of 24, I decided, no, I can't take it no more. I don't know how people would think about me. I can't take it no more. I started talking to my friends and family that this is what I want to do, but half of the people would actually understood, and even I wasn't that sure that if this is the right decision for me, but I had no other option, so I jumped into it. And after like 2 years of waiting to get my hormone prescription, to get to gender therapist. I finally got prescriptions of hormones at the age of 26, and I was diagnosed with gender dysphoria. And since I popped the first pill of hormones, I'm so happy now. My life is so good. It's been 10 years since I started transitioning, since 2016, and now it's 2025. I'm so happy that I was able to achieve what I am able to achieve, and I'm very happy with my life. I'm pre-op trans person. I haven't had any surgery. I did not have facial feminization surgery. I did not have bottom surgery. All you can see is the effect of hormones, and I'm very happy and grateful to hormones and technology. So love yourself. Be who you are. Love it.